a lot of people recommend that when you go into a sales conversation that you really try to connect with the other client and you put them first. And I want to push back on that. Hi, this is Mark Silver from Heart of Business. And I first learned about pushing back on that when I was a first responder. I was a paramedic for years. And what I learned was that when you're a first responder, your first priority is not the patient. Your first priority is yourself. Your second priority is your partner. Your third priority, other first responders. And then fourth is the patient. And the reason for this is that if you get hurt, not only does the patient not get help as quickly, but then more first responders are taken up because somebody's got to take care of you now. This translated into the spiritual realm when I started to do my work with the Sufis and started to learn how to be a Sufi spiritual healer and got my Masters of Divinity. Because when you are going to be in a healing place with someone, you need to connect with them. You need to connect heart to heart with them. But if I would just connect heart to heart without being prepared, things could go very badly awry. I could get sucked into the energy. I could get thrown off balance. I could be projecting. I could be doing all kinds of things from my ego. Not helpful. And so it's the same order of priority where I need to first connect to myself. How am I feeling? What's going on with me? Am I out of balance? What's happening? And then whatever's up for me, I connect to the divine. And my heart takes refuge and feels rest and care with the source of love, with the divine, with that sense of connection and healing in myself. Brings in a sense of solidity and sovereignty and compassion. And then I can connect to the potential client in the sales conversation or the actual client if they've said yes, right, and they've hired me. This sequence of connection is a little tidbit from our Sacred Selling course. And I wanted to give it to you because when you are wanting to be in service, it is so easy to hyper-focus on the other person and to want to care for them. And that's so beautiful, and we want to preserve that. But I want to give you a sense of solidity and to have that sense of permission that you can connect with yourself and that your sense of being home and being solid is more important than anything. And what's even more powerful is that if you lose that sense of connection during the conversation, you know, you're talking to someone and they're like, but what about this? Or how much does it cost? Or all the different things that come up. You can reconnect. You can just take a breath and connect to yourself again. Oh, I'm feeling off balance. I'm feeling nervous. Connect to the source of love. And then come back and connect to them. Now, there's a lot more to the conversation, obviously, than those pieces. And we teach them in much more detail in the course. But I want you to get a taste of this because I want you to have permission to put yourself first in order to be of service. And that it's not just a good idea, but it's actually way more effective and powerful for your business. So I'm curious how this lands. I'm wondering if you have any questions. And just really grateful to be able to share this with you. Blessings to you and your business.